What's up everybody? Welcome to BalkanMoto. Today we continue with the garage. Alright, so last time we cleaned up the garage from all the things that we didn't need. I still have some garbage that I need to get rid of, but that'll be soon. So today what we're going to do is we're going to take off all the shelves and potentially take off the hose at the end. Also these nails that we see right here, we're going to take those out so that there's some hooks down there too. So pretty much take everything off the walls so that it's ready for taping, mudding and paint. So let's get started by, I guess, this side first, and let's move the bikes out. Alright, bikes are out. Now for the shelves, it looks like these are Red Robin screws. So I'm just gonna grab the drill and pull all those off. As for the hooks here, I'm gonna guess they're just screw-ins. So just twist them enough and they'll come out. Yeah, it seems like this one's coming out. So I'll just have to untwist those and take them out. So let's do that. Alright, shelves and hooks are off on this side. Just gotta take a knife to clean up some of the paint peels that I've made. And maybe just sand it a little bit. That will all get covered up with the taping and mudding. But that should give us one solid wall. There's the stuff. Here we go. Whole box of screws, the shelf supports, and the boards are like outside, which I'll probably throw out. So let's clean this up and then move on to removing these shelves. Alright, I peeled off some of the loose bits that we had from the shelf holders, frames, whatever they're called. Now that I look at it, there's some more loose paint up there near the roof, unless that's the drywall vapor barrier. But either way, I'll probably clean that up once I get onto a ladder or something. But for now, let's focus on taking off these shelves. Alright, shelves are off. The spots where the supports were are a little bit more cleaned up. Next on the list is the big nails on the wall here, and any other things that I might see. So like the hooks for the hose, I'll probably need to take those out as well. And that should be it in terms of prepping the walls to get them ready for taping. Alright, the big nails are out. Now for the hose. Alright, the hose assembly is gone. All the hooks for the hose are gone, as well as the hose itself is unhooked. The big nails on top done. So I think this would be it for today. I also want to show you guys the two light bulbs up there. These are definitely insufficient in terms of lighting in here, so we're probably going to replace these with something a lot brighter to light this place up real nice, so I can actually use it as a proper garage. Alright, now that the shelves and everything else off the walls is gone, we're going to focus on a little bit of electrical. So we're going to replace that switch right there, the outlet, and there's another outlet behind the top part of the bench with more modern ones. Alright, the cover on the switch is off, and before we start touching anything, always check that the electricity is off. Alright, no beeping. Let's take it off. Alright, let's take out the switch. This is just a simple one-way switch. This comes with two wires. We have black and red in this case, and we're going to be replacing it with one of these switches. So I'll just pretty much unwire from there, wire it to here, screw it back on. Let's get that on there. Alright, the two black cables, one was actually tied around the bolt and the other one was straight in. So what I usually like to do in cases like this, instead of having to do the same thing where one is around the bolt and the other one's in, I will straighten this out, cut it so that we have two straight, and then we'll just tuck them under the metal plate and grip them on there. We got the two cables in under one cap. Switch is all wired up. Let's mount it back in and put the cover plate back on it. Alright, switch is on, and before we put the cover back on, I find it saves time if you wired things wrong. Turn the fuses back on, so yeah, there we go, we have power coming to it. And lights work. Alright, so let's put the cover back on and this is done. Okay, here's the final product. Lights work. Little tip, don't be a savage, line up your little screws. Next is the outlet next to the stairs. Same thing, first thing to do, check that you don't have electricity. Because trust me, it's not fun to grab it and pull it out. Let's take the cover plate and then start unscrewing things. Alright, on the outlets we have the ground wire, two white, two black. And if you actually follow them, you'll see that two of them kind of feed to the two bottom ones, the white and the black, and then the other two go to the two top. So the black one from that side goes to the top here, and the white one from that side actually goes to the bottom on this side. Either way, the point is that two of these are the feed and two of them are the return. So I'm assuming the other outlet that's kind of behind the thing that we'll do afterwards, this one's kind of getting power and then it's feeding the other one as well. So that's what that is. Pretty straightforward. Again, just undo the screws and tuck the cables under them. As you can see here, whoever did the ground didn't do a really good job because the cable's kind of coming out, even though it's grounded. Could be better. So let's get this stuff out of here. The new outlet is hooked up. We got the black, we got the white, we got the ground all wired in. Now before I put it in, this is a trick that an electrician once showed me. Take electric tape and just wrap it around, covering up the bolts. It makes it a lot safer if you ever forgot to turn off the electricity and you reach in and try to grab this thing and pull it. You don't end up essentially short-circuiting it and grabbing both ends. So let's do that and we'll put it back in. Alright, all taped up, so much safer to grab like this. Let's put it in, test again the power, and we'll cover it up. Here's the outlet all attached and nice and clean. So let's move the bench and do the other one, the last one now as well. Alright, here's the last outlet here. We're going to change it up to be like that one. Now one thing to mention here, I mean this is going to be identical to this one. You may have noticed that these are just 15 amp outlets. The reason I didn't put in 20 amp ones, which would be better for all the power tools I'd be using in here, is because the breaker on the panel is only a 15 amp. But in the future I can easily upgrade that. The wiring would be almost identical, and just need to change the breaker to a larger one. Maybe in the future, if I end up upgrading the entire panel to a bigger panel, I can get more power in here. So let's change this guy now. Alright, the second outlet is also mounted and we have power coming to it. The other one works as well. Another little tip, don't be a clown, put the ground towards the ground. Don't flip these things upside down. And line up your screws. Done. This one's done. Alright, let's plug in the tool bench just to see if we can get some power on it. And the electrical in here is done. The light on the tool bench works. We have, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there is power for the power bar on the side as well. So electrical is done. Alright guys, that was it for this episode. We got the walls cleared up for taping, and we got the electrical sorted out so that we can rely on the stuff that's in here. Make sure to subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications when new videos become available. Check me out on Instagram at BalkanMoto 2018, and make sure to check out www.balkanmoto.com. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.